Hey y'all, welcome back to Goalpost Barbecue and Cooking. If it's Goalpost, it's good. I'm Robert Weathers, and today we're going to do something that's totally new to me. And I would wager if you are watching a barbecue channel or if you have subscribed already, that it's new to you as well. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you get new videos every time I put them out. I like to work from here in my kitchen and off of my deck here in my little house in Williamsburg, Virginia, and we like to make good food. Today we're going to conquer something, again, totally new. We're going to be cooking what I am calling tofu burnt ends. Now you might be saying to me, Robert, why is it that you're doing this? I'm guessing by the fact that you have a barbecue channel, you're not a vegetarian or a vegan, and that's true, I'm not. But I do have a couple of friends who are vegetarians. I have a friend who's in my inner circle of friends who's a vegan, and I want to be able to make good food for them too, and in the style that I make food. So I want to give this a whirl. What we're going to do today is we're going to be using some familiar and some not so familiar ingredients. We're going to be using our house competition blend rub. You can use whatever rub you like if you're trying this on your own at home. For our binder, we're going to be using some soy sauce. I normally would use Worcestershire, but if you're not aware, or if you're not thinking like I wasn't when I made that vegan smoked watermelon, if you haven't seen that video, you can check it out on the channel. Worcestershire sauce has anchovies in it, and so, oops. At any rate, this soy sauce is good to go. And so that together with this extra firm tofu over some cherry and hickory smoke on the Weber Smoky Mountain is gonna create for us hopefully some nice smoked bean curd here. We're gonna cube it up, toss it in sauce, get it back out on the smoke, and make ourselves some burnt ends. How's this gonna turn out? No idea, but that's all right. It's all about trying new stuff here on this channel and making good food with whatever you got. So we're going to get started here. It's not going to be unlike, I will say, making other smoked food, but there is one very important step, which you'll see in just a minute. All right, now y'all. We are here over at the sink because when it comes to tofu, one thing that I know for sure is that it's got a lot of moisture in there, and we're going to have to take care of that before we can do anything else to this. Got a little ahead of myself, as you can see, and cut this open off the camera. But if you've never dealt with tofu before, make a hot and sour soup, or even if you're just putting it into a stir fry or something like that, you're going to notice immediately as soon as you cut this thing open, a lot of water in there, right? And that's from the packages, almost like opening a can of beans or something, right? So we got to get that water out of there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pat this thing dry with our paper towels here, not unlike what you do with a rack of ribs. Let's see, if I press on this thing, more water comes out of it. So we got to get that out of there. We'll take care of that here in just a minute. Going to do the same thing with this one right here. Come on. Try not to break it. Maybe we'll do a better job of that than me. All right, got these guys patted dry. Now we're going to get the rest of that water out of there. All I did was turn around and put these here onto these plates with several layers of paper towels underneath. You can see here. We're going to have to press these guys in order to get this water out, but obviously we don't want to mush it. So we're going to press them nice and gentle. But first we're going to put some more layers of paper towel on top of each. So these are the little like half paper towels. Just folding them, there's 4 of them to create this bigger barrier here. I'm gonna put that there, and then do the same thing right here. I'm gonna take then this plate that's on the bottom and flip it upside down. There we go. And do the same thing right here. I was wondering what I was going to use to give these a little more weight. I thought about my cast iron skillet, and then I thought, I don't know, that might be too much. And lo and behold, who should walk in but my dear sweet wife, and she brought these 3-pound weights, which I think will be just about what we need. So again, we don't want to crush them, Torg, but we just want to press them out, old interrogation style. All right, we're gonna leave these here probably half an hour or so and check on them. We might end up leaving them like this for an hour, and then after we finish pressing this water out of them, we're gonna stick them in the fridge and let them hang out in there and dry out even further while we prep for the rest of the day. Been a little more than half an hour, so let's take a look at these guys here. Make sure that you can see. There we go. See how we're doing. Oh man. Yeah, a lot of water has come out of this already. Let's see here, put this down. So, you can, I don't know if you can really see it, but right here, you can definitely tell, and up here too, that water's really come out of there, but there's a lot still here in the middle of this. So I'm gonna replace these paper towels, I think, and we're gonna leave these on here for another half hour. It's been an hour, so we're gonna take a look at these guys here. Get the weights off over here. We'll put these back in their dark corner, never to see the light of day. And see how these guys are looking here. Oh, these top ones are wet, but they're not nearly as soaked as they were the first time around. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so I've never done this before, so there's still a little tack going on here. Tack, by which I mean some moisture there, but I think that's gotten a lot of it out. Yeah, especially around the edges of the paper towels here. You can probably see that there is no moisture there at all. So I think we're probably good. So I'll go ahead and get this other one set up and throw that in the sink real quick. Yeah. At the very least, that's a lot drier than it was a short time ago. Super duper. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna treat these like barbecue. So I'm gonna put this soy sauce as a little bit of a binder on here. I don't think you really necessarily need much of a binder, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just because that's what I'm used to doing. It's just regular old great value soy sauce. Get it on the table or the countertop there, that's good stuff. And try and get a little around the edges there, make a big mess. And then we're going to take and use our house rub here. I imagine you could use whatever rub you like. And we're just going to sprinkle it on. Sorry, I'm doing this backwards. I normally would use my right hand for this, for the sprinkling and all that. And good news, there's a cat throwing up in the next room. So I'll have to go attend to that here in a minute, but that's okay. I'm just gonna take these edges and try and get that rub on here real good. If you're wondering, this rub indeed is vegan as well. All right, these guys are good and rubbed, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to put this into the fridge and let it sit for a little while, just kind of let it dry out a little bit more, and then in a little while we're going to put this into the smoker. All right, now y'all, here are a couple of, what time is it now? It's about 3 o'clock, so these guys have been in the fridge for about 2 hours or so, maybe a little longer. They're ready to go on. Hey there, little jalapeno poppers, looking good. That's another video though. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and you'll be able to see how I'm making these jalapeno poppers for a party we're going to. Actually, if I'm being perfectly honest, this tofu is going to the party as well. So we're just gonna set this on here. And these guys are gonna be ready to go here probably in, I'm guessing, like an hour and a half or 2 hours. We're gonna take these off after that, cut them into cubes, put them in a pan, sauce them up, get them back out here, and then they'll be ready to go. We're about half of an hour in on the smoke with this tofu here, and oh, funky. That feels weird. Joe's out here with me. Joe, you can plug this if you want to. You're not gonna hurt anything.
Yeah.
So this is not quite set, as you can see here, but that's okay. It's only half an hour in, so we're doing pretty well. I think we're just gonna put it back on and let it go some more. It's not really hot at all, so we'll check on it in another half hour at the 1 hour mark. It has been an hour and a half, and we are going to take a look at this tofu. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, you can see that that's, I'm not flipping you all off, I'm sorry. I'm just showing you that that's set on there real good. It's become pretty firm. I gotta tell you, y'all, I think that's pretty close. I think I'm gonna give these guys here another half hour, and then we're gonna take it inside, cut it up, and get some sauce on it so we can make the burnt ends out of it. The edges on here have crisped up. I like it. I like that. I have no idea how this is gonna taste, but I think that looks, well, not looks, that feels good. And texturally speaking, I think that's gonna make a big difference for some of these bites here. So we're gonna give this another half hour, like I said, and then we're gonna take them in and make them burn in, y'all. Boy, I am just pleased as punch with that. Nice. Okay, we'll see y'all in a little bit. Let these guys here go for not quite half an hour more from the last time we chatted, but I think they're pretty much ready. I was trying to think about what they were reminding me of, and I think they look like cornbread. Don't you? Anyway, it just made me laugh. Hang on real quick. I'm going to take a look at this lighting real quick. I think I might have. There we go. That's probably better. There we go. Okay, anyways, that's not important. What we're going to do here is we're going to cube these up. We're going to get these in here. Now, when I cut into these, I'm expecting fully that this is going to be white as the driven snow. So, let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, you can see, just there. So that's okay. That's what I was expecting. I'm just gonna, well, I guess I guess I could have sliced that better twice, I guess. Okay, well, anyway, here we are. You live and you learn. I'm going to take these and actually I think I'm going to take, ooh yeah, that's definitely hot through the center. Ooh, sun. Okay. In here. And I'm going to do, come on now. I'm just going to go ahead and do this one more here. There we go. All right, drop those in. That texture there. Yeah, nice, huh? That will be interesting if nothing else. So we got this, and we're gonna do one more. So I'm gonna try and space this out a little bit better here. Half, and then half, all right, and half, and then half, and half and half. Okay, in you go. And because you like how I stopped that with my belly? Because I'm just so curious, I'm gonna have to give this a taste and just see what's going on here. Okay. Not much going on there. This is not much going on there. That's okay. That's all right. We'll fix it in post, as they say. So here we go. And here's going to be part of what we're doing. I'm going to pour some sauce over this here. Get these guys going, and just because it's this stuff falls apart if you mess with it too much, I'm just going to go in with my hand. So let's get these mixed up here pretty good. I guess I really didn't say anything else about what I just tasted there. It just seemed kind of flat to me. So I didn't put any extra salt on this when I first added the rub in there, but I think I might need to. Let me see if I can find that little piece that I had just a little while ago. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to find it. That's okay. This will do here. This might even be the piece. I'm gonna try this with the sauce on it. That's definitely better, but we can improve that, I think, with something as simple as just a little seasoned salt. So I'm gonna give these guys a little salt here and toss them around a little bit. I'm gonna clean up the edges of the pan here before I put it back into the smoker. And then we're gonna let the sauce tack up in here, and then we'll try our burnt ends, y'all. Okay, now y'all, I took these guys out and put them out onto the smoker for another 20 minutes or so after you last saw me. Went out and checked and thought they needed some more sauce, and so I put some more of this bullseye on there. And when I went back out again, about half an hour or so, well, not quite, maybe 20 minutes later, this is what we're looking at. So I have no idea how this is gonna taste, so I'm excited to try them for you. So let's give it a whirl. I'm surprised that it doesn't tear easier. So here we are. You can see the white of the bean curd in there, that tofu. I don't know if you can see that wisp of steam coming off of it. Okay. So, is that the greatest barbecue I've ever tasted? No. But let's talk some good things here. All right. There's some smoke in there for sure. It's a little too mild. I was afraid of putting some harder smoke onto it. So I went with that cherry and hickory blend that I love so much with pork especially. But I think this could benefit from some heavier smoke. Maybe even like some, dare I say it, mesquite. If I were to do this again, I'd put something heavier on there. Maybe just straight hickory would do the job. I'd take that fruit wood out of there for sure. Second, does it taste like barbecue? Kinda. It tastes like kind of bland barbecue chicken. The kind of barbecue chicken you used to get at like Po Folks, or what would be a place comparable that's more nationally known? I'm not really sure. It tastes like a barbecue chicken you get in a restaurant where they oven roast the chicken and then put barbecue sauce on it, right? So this tofu obviously is not bringing a lot of flavor to the party. Kind of like eggplant in that way. I talked about the watermelon in that way, but this really is that. Like, there's nothing there except for the rub and for the sauce. So it tastes like rub and sauce with smoke on it. I mean, is it awful? It's not. Is it what I would order in a restaurant? No, it's not. But at the same time, would somebody who likes barbecue and has given up meat enjoy it? I think so, but we'll see. Because I'm taking it to a party and there's going to be a vegan there, and I'm going to let her try it and see what she thinks. So anyways, why don't you give it a whirl and tell me what you think about it? I'd really love to see and hear what you have to say. Now, you got any suggestions for me? Hey, this is a work in progress. The channel, everything I do certainly is the same. And if you try this on your own, let me know what you think. I'm really interested to hear your opinions. Make sure you leave your comments and your questions down below, and hit that subscribe button so that you get new videos every time that I make them. And if you do me a kindness, I really sure would appreciate it if you hit that like button as well. And if you are so inclined, share my videos with your friends. It'll help grow the channel, and it'll mean that I can do more content for you as I continue on. Thanks very much for joining me, y'all. I'm surprised at how this turned out. I dare say it turned out pretty good. But hey, as you know, it's goalposts. And if it's goalposts, it's good. See y'all. Thanks for watching.